So last week we talked about Kickstarter, raising money to help revive the show Reading Rainbow. We also showed this new, it was an at-home beer dispenser that's coming to the market. Well, the fundraising site is also helping some young Omaha filmmakers bring their work to PBS. Director Dan Susman and production manager Brent Lubbert are behind Growing Cities. Thanks for stopping by this morning, guys.
Yeah.
We caught up with you, I don't know, a year and a half ago when you maybe 2 years ago when you were kind of getting this whole ball rolling. Remind us, what is Growing Cities?
Yeah, so Growing Cities, it's a documentary film about urban agriculture. So everything from rooftop farms, people have goats and bees and chickens in their backyards.
Yeah, it's not just a film though. I mean, this is kind of this is a whole movement. Why is this so important, this topic?
Yeah, I think it's, really gets people involved in their community. So growing food, often it's not just the food, but it's, what people are doing with it to bring communities together and kids and, all that.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the trailer right now. And I was mentioning Kickstarter at the top of this segment. And you have a new Kickstarter campaign because it's a little bit different because you've paid for the project already, right? Well, this is a new component of it. You're trying to get it on PBS. So how does this Kickstart campaign work?
Yeah, so I mean, basically we took it to PBS. They said, hey, we love your film and we want to show it nationally, but you guys have to cover the costs to get it there. So the costs for editing and post-production.
So they want you to do a little more, some extra things to this film to be able to broadcast it?
Cutting it down to 56 minutes and 46 seconds and, all their little, all the standards that they have.
Yeah. So how did that process come about? Because it's not easy to get something shown on PBS.
We took it to the PBS folks that we knew at American Public Television and said, hey, do you guys want to do this? And they said, yeah, we love it, and let's do it. So yeah,
Brent, we're taking a look at. I think this is the Kickstarter site right here. So the goal is $30,000. You can see on the right side, we're at $27,867, and we have a couple days to get to that $30,000. Talk about how this works on Kickstarter.
So on Kickstarter, on the side there, you'll have a list of donation ranks, and you can get prizes from those or gifts from that, like farm tours. There's a bunch of farm tours all across the U.S. In places that we've visited, great folks giving tours. And from that donation, then that just adds to the
so you've got 2 days to raise a little over a couple $1,000s. If you don't hit that goal, though, all that money goes back to the original donors, and the project's essentially over, right?
Exactly, Mike. Yeah, so it's all or nothing. So if we don't get to 30,000, we don't get any of it.
Right.
So
we're
like
hoping
our
Morning Blend viewers in the next 48 hours can help them push above that goal. How has this project been? You traveled the country. You're doing these screenings all over the country. How's this project been for you personally in terms of kind of this urban farming?
Yeah, I think we both probably have an angle there. I think for us, we started this project Truck Farm Omaha. We take this 1975 Chevy pickup and we teach kids about gardening and healthy foods here in Omaha. And then Brent over here, when he got back, started Big Muddy Urban Farm with a couple friends.
Which is Big Muddy. And not to be confused with big money.
Right.
It's not quite that. But yeah, I started an urban farm in Midtown Omaha, and we have a CSA program and sell at farmers markets.
If people want to get involved in local farming, before we show some of your next screening, how do people do that?
Yeah, I think there's some great organizations here in town. We got a Big Muddy, as we just mentioned, No More Empty Pots, City Sprouts is another great one, Community Garden. So there's all sorts of opportunities here in Omaha.
We're taking a look at the screening. It's tomorrow night at 6:30, 2417 Burdette Street. Where is that for people that might be interested in coming to see this? Is it on the lot there, or where is it?
It's just south of the lake. It's at the Union for Contemporary Art.
Okay,
So yeah, it's a great little organization that we worked with, and they're going to do a screening, potluck, food, all that. So
GrowingCitiesMovie.com, and you're going to be having screenings all across the country in the next few months.
Yep.
Good luck to you guys. It sounds like this thing's a huge success, and we just need to push them over a couple more $1,000s on Kickstarter.com to make that a reality on PBS.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for coming.
Hey, thanks so much,
appreciate it.
Mike.
Good luck.
Mike.
GrowingCitiesMovie.com. Today is